Disney friends, it is I, Sam, from Sam's Disney Diary, and joining me, as always, for this week at Walt Disney World, a very special Tuesday night edition. It's a big week from Fantasyland News. Greg Gatley. Greg, what is happening over at Fantasyland News and in general, because it's Tuesday night, not Wednesday. There must be a lot going on.
We are both really busy over the next few days, and that's okay, my friend. What is going on? You know what? First, I'm going to start. Spencer Walker has been asking about Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, so I'm going to give a real quick update. Yeah, because we appreciate that, and you know, questions are always good. So, what's going on with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? It opens at Disney's Hollywood Studios on May 26th. It'll be about a 20-minute show. It looks like it may be a little different from the show that they've had out in Disneyland that pops up, which is going to pop up again during D23, but we're going to talk about D23 a whole lot later.
Oh, yeah.
So let's hold off on that. But it is a new presentation, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus series. It'll have new songs. It'll be interactive. You'll see a bunch of Disney characters. They're going to dance and sing. We do know it's Mickey and Minnie, Goofy, Daisy, Pluto. I don't see Donald listed anywhere on here, but how can you do a show without Donald? But yeah, May 26th is the opening day. And that's at the brand new animation courtyard in Hollywood Studios.
So that's all part of Cool Kids Summer with all the new things opening over there, including Off the Page and the other cool things inside.
We just wanted to get that out of the way. You know what I'm talking about, Sam.
Yeah,
other than that, Sam, this week,
well,
we have D23, my friend. That is the big news of the week.
Huge news. That's why we're here.
I want to talk a little bit about Magic Kingdom and some stuff going on over there, because especially with the painting and the construction. You and I had a great conversation last week about tracks that you can see down where the moat use is now at Edge-Dream.
Yeah, after they cleaned up all the gunk, there's something under there.
There's something under there. So you went out of your way and investigated what it is, what it was, and you can give us a clue as to that. And we're going to talk about that, which is the Swan boats. I cannot wait to talk about that. We're going to talk about Mickey. Band leader Mickey is in the house at Magic Kingdom.
What's up with that? Nice.
Buzz Lightyear. We have a lot of updates on Buzz Lightyear. And then we're going to turn it all back around and talk about D23, because tickets go on sale in 2 days. But tickets are already on sale for some people around here. And Sam, you know, that's our that you and I get to hang out for 5 days in California.
We do.
And it is not good.
That's coming in August. So all that and more coming up next. Stick around for This Week at Walt Disney World. All right, we are back, my friend.
Dude, you caught me off guard. I forgot we have the shorter
we shortened the introduction just a little bit. We
did. I wasn't like,
and I challenged you last time to see if you could tell if I cut the music or not, because there are a couple of fades in and out that you can't tell.
I can't tell. I mean, if I really wanted to listen to it, and I could probably tell.
Are you saying you don't? I just like watching it. But anyway, thanks everybody for being here.
I was like folding my towel over here. I was doing stuff. Like normally I have 2.5 minutes to do something. I was caught off guard, man.
Lily, Barbara, thanks for being here. Scott, I'll see you later this week. That's always cool.
Yeah, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Yeah, Sam, let's we got a lot to talk about. But yeah, I don't want to go. We're going to do movie madness at the end here, because
we are.
I have You got to remind me. I have a confession to make at the end about this movie Madness thing.
Oh, how many of these movies have you not actually seen?
Oh, I've seen every single one multiple
Have you?
times. Oh yeah, I have seen every single Disney animated movie there is.
Okay, Disney,
including. Have you watched the brand? I'm going to say this is what happened. Have you seen the brand new Disney animated short that just came on Disney Plus this week called Versa?
I have. I saw your article about it, and I thought I'm going to go check this out. And it's pretty good. I love the introduction as opposed to just jumping right into the short. I thought it's touching. It's good.
It's touching, and I do mention it in my review where it's like normally I don't like reviews or beforehand information, but I think on this one it's because of the subject matter. I think an introduction really helped out lay the groundwork
sets the
for
backstory, and I think
it really does.
And if you haven't watched it for a 12-minute short all in, it's worth every minute.
It is absolutely, and it is true Disney animation. Like this is absolutely brilliant in my mind. I had, and you'll see if you go to the review at Fantasyland News, I definitely mentioned it. It reminded me a lot of Fantasia and Fantasia 2000, and I was very pleased with that. But hey, that's what hits me the best, and I was happy with it. But that's awesome. Yeah, Spencer, rewind the tape a little bit. We just went through the whole Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live. It's coming May 26th.
Part of Cool Kids Summer, man. It'll be there. Cool Kids Summer, we have Cool Kids Springtime.
Yeah.
With the Easter Bunny hanging out. Or what do they call him exactly? He's just the Easter Bunny in Bunny Lane.
Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny.
And they are doing meet and greets this week. A big week at Walt Disney World, by the way. You were at the Magic Kingdom. That's how you got these images. Is it busy?
Oh, my God. Holly, what did I call the Easter? I gave her a name the other day.
Holly?
I was like, if nobody else is going to name her, I named her. I gave her, and I can't. It's not. I was like, it's almost like Esther. Like
Jessica?
It was.
Jessica's Mrs. Claus.
It's not Jessica. Okay.
That's Mrs. Claus.
It's Kenny and Dolores. It's Dolores. Her name's Dolores.
It's Bunny.
Dolores Bunny.
So Bunny is
Dolores Rabbit. I think it's Bunny because it's Mr. and Mrs. Easter Bunny.
Where are they meeting guests? Where is Bunny Lane Garden?
Bunny Lane Garden, my friend, is actually in Liberty Square underneath the pagoda. What do you call that thing? Not the pagoda.
Yeah, pagoda pavilion. It's where Tiana historically had been.
Yes. So where Santa Claus meets over at Magic Kingdom when he is, previously, now it's somebody else.
That's why I was asking. They move him around because Mr. and Mrs. Bunny used to be right in the front with the countdown to spring sign and the
gazebo. The word. Thank you. See, Holly's on it right now, man. She's like, okay, you're being an idiot. The word is gazebo. They meet in the gazebo in Liberty Square. They start at 9 a.m. and they are done by 5, and they meet intermittently throughout the day. You can walk out of there with this is the only thing I was not happy with. This is last year's card. They did not update the card, and normally they update the card yearly. So this is the same card as last year, but it's still Mr. and Mrs. Kenny and Dolores Bunny that you're meeting over there. And they're great. Like, I'm not kidding. Dolores Bunny was much taller than I was the other day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, this is 2 weeks in a row you got over to Magic Kingdom. So that's pretty good.
I try and get over to the parks all the time. It's been, you know what, running this business has become a full-time job. So getting over to the parks is getting not harder, but I'm not there 5 days a week. I'm now there 3 days a week.
Well, congratulations on that. We're glad that you went because you got us additional images of the castle being painted. And as you mentioned, those construction, I want to call them cherry pickers because they're really not canes. They're more like cherry pickers going up to help the workers reach what they need to paint. But then they're appearing by 1 o'clock. So all evening, all afternoon, there are no cherry pickers in your images. They're just there in the morning, right?
Right. By the time the show start at 1 o'clock, they are gone. They're gone by the parade time almost. which is like 12:30.
Well, that kind of makes sense. All the pictures of the parade, and we can see that the darker blues are starting to take over more of the turrets. They're moving from right.
They are moving really fast. And what I found interesting was I actually have up close pictures, but you can see at the top where you can see the zigzag in the dead center where the center room is in the windows. It looked great because half of it was painted, and they were moving the scissor lift or lift up there to paint the other side. So I got in there at the right time to see half of it painted and half of it unpainted. Well, half of it not new.
Well, but when it's the dark blue, and I love that they're keeping that checkerboard kind of lighter blue because I think it just pops and it looks so good. And I can't wait to see the bottom right behind the clock fully painted with that dark blue. It's going to look so good.
It's going to look so good. And, you know, I don't know. I like it. I am definitely one of those, like when we really started hitting the parks, it was being turned into red. So, or that rose gold and
pink. Yeah. That was, I remember. I do recall.
Right. So some people love that rose gold, such as myself, and others like it. Look. Again, as I said, and I will say it again, it's when you see Happily Ever After or the projections or the lights hit it at nighttime, so much better. It's just so much better. So look, for that alone, great job. And it looks great. And they're doing it so quick.
Now, what I didn't expect, Greg, was while you were hanging out there taking pictures of the castle, you know, I have seen the Disneyland Band, the Philharmonic. Is that what they go by?
Main Street Philharmonic.
Thank you. And I've recorded these guys dozens of times. I love watching them.
Yeah.
I will say they're not as good as the Disneyland Band, but they're pretty damn good. You can't beat the Disneyland Band. Sorry. But one of the reasons why I love the Disneyland Band is the character interactions they have. And Greg, you spotted, and the first time I've ever seen Drum Major Mickey or Mickey.
No, not Drum Major Mickey. No. Drum Major Mickey is with he is with the HBCUs. This is band leader Mickey, or the leader of the clubhouse.
This is the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Mickey Mouse March. I want him to see his wand. I want him to start playing the original Mickey Mouse March because that's what I see, man. It's Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, he comes out, and it was great because he comes out, the band plays, and I'm going to give you all the tips of this one, right?
Yes, please.
The band comes out multiple times a day.
They're in my Disney experience. They're timed, and they usually come out right by the restrooms behind Casey's.
Yes. The first showing of the day, if you go out there and it's like 10 a.m. and you are on the Adventureland side of the hub, towards the last three songs, Mickey Mouse will come out from behind the castle and walk through the hub. Yes, he walks through the hub as band leader, and then he joins the band while they're doing the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song, and then they do Hot Dog, and then they do a March
Diggity
Away.
Dog. I love it.
Band leader Mickey is out again, and I haven't seen band leader Mickey like this. Probably, this may be my first time seeing him in this outfit.
I've not seen him in Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom like this with the band. No.
But watching him do the dance, you can go to Fantasyland News on Instagram. I did put up a small short reel of him dancing around, but he will come out, and of course he will say hi to the kids. He'll do his hot dog dance. He'll do the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse song dance. The only thing is nobody screams, "Hey Toodles." So I felt like a tool myself. I was like, "Hey Toodles." And everybody kind of looked at me like, "Hey old man."
I love it, dude. I love it.
So it's only the first show.
There's a couple things I want to point out in this image that you took, and it's got to do with the castle, because one is those cherry pickers are in the background because it's before 1 o'clock, as we mentioned.
Oh yeah.
But you can also spot right away what has been painted and what hasn't been painted in the blue on the turrets, and I think that's kind of cool.
Oh yeah. You can point that out really good. The band here is, it depends on how many members they have each day. Sometimes I've seen them with 25 members. Other times I've seen them with 15. So it depends on what you're going to get. But yeah, Mickey Mouse coming out and doing that. That's just one of those cool Disney World touches, right? Nobody really knows that this is happening. So for them to pull this out of nowhere, and it started probably 2 or 3 weeks ago from what I'm looking at, where just randomly it was, hey, there's Mickey Mouse, band leader Mickey Mouse.
That is super cool. I love that touch and think that it's perfect.
This is why you go to Disney World, right?
Yes, completely agree. All right, so last time you were over at Magic Kingdom, you got some pictures of the castles, and you got a couple of pictures of Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, and that's when it was in cast member previews. So this time, Greg, we're soft open, so this is open to the public. Is it all day, part of the day? What's going on?
This was I want to start off with at about 9 a.m. Disney Parks posted the brand new marquee, which is what you're looking at here. Now, of course,
the images you had last week, there was no Buzz Lightyear.
There was no Buzz Lightyear. The background was not painted. You could see where it was still taped off. The background emblems weren't in place. So this was all brand new that was coming up here.
Very cool.
So when they posted it at 9 a.m., it was like, oh, these are amazing pictures. And then I got a message saying, oh, by the way, it's now open. They are soft opening it for guests.
So soft open means the walls are gone. It's opened at that point?
The walls are gone. Everything's open. The whole queue is open. Everything is running how it should. The trick about soft open, right? So when I got over there by 10:30, it had been open for a few hours. So people knew about it by this point.
Sure.
The line still did not reach past 30 minutes all day.
I see that. Stand by wait 30 minutes. And of course, there is
Which is crazy for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin. That normally would hit 55 minutes on average.
Sure.
And it's a continuous moving vehicle, so they're constantly loading and always loading.
When there's no lightning lane, that lane goes quick.
No lightning lane does it again, Sam. Right? Yeah. We noticed it Frozen. We noticed it here. When you don't have lightning lane, you could be far, far back outside, and you still get on it within 30 minutes.
Right, because the line keeps moving. There's no interruption to let lightning lane in, and that's
correct.
There won't be lightning lane until, what was it, April the 8th was the official opening date?
Is the official opening date.
Okay, so then you're going to see lightning lane, and then this 30-minute timeline is going to increase considerably.
Strawberry Field, very welcome in tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for being here.
This will open April 8th. The nice thing that we noticed was on the inside, I will go through a few things because I do want to retract and update a little bit of my review.
Well, and I just want to...
I'm not retracting the whole thing. Don't get me wrong.
It's okay, but some of the things you pointed out during cast member previews have been fixed, and it's why it wasn't open to the public yet. I like that.
Yes, they needed to fix something. The Buzz Lightyear animatronic is now working. Later in the day, he kind of had a few issues, but when we went through, everything worked perfectly. I had never paid attention to him before.
This is the Buzz that was covered last week.
Yes. Buzz
he might not have been there.
He's a little quiet. You couldn't hear as well as you wanted to hear him. He's projection faced, right? So it's not the new school animatronic on it. It's the old school one. But I noticed next to him, like the Seek and Find, the Viewmaster.
Yes.
I didn't realize that handle went down and it went to the next image, and he talked all about it. Like, it was really interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of the story he's telling, right? Viewmaster's helping him through it. It's kind of cool.
It's exactly what's going on. He worked perfect. I'll have a reel up about that.
Nice.
Onto the attraction itself. They have updated the scoring on it, Sam. I don't know if you put in my image of my score. It
wasn't in the repository. I didn't have it, but I know you did pretty well. You were close to Galactic Hero.
I was close to I got 900.
What's the first thing I said, Greg? Oh, where did it stop for you to get that score?
Yeah, it didn't stop.
It didn't stop, man.
It didn't stop, man. And you just have to be. I've learned tricks about. Okay, so they brought back the specialty shots where if you know where to aim, you're going to get like 50,000, 100,000 points off of each shot.
Are they the same as previously?
Yes, they're the same under Zurg and the robot.
So I have a video from 10 years
But again,
ago.
I also learned little things like you don't have to press. It's the blaster. Most of the time you're going click, 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 click. there's a way of holding it halfway and just moving your finger really fast, and you're just
can you
piling
hold
up
it in
points.
and it repeat? Because you can do that in Disneyland. If
Yes,
you hold
you
it in,
kind of
it
can if you
beep,
just hold it
beep,
a
beep,
certain
beep.
way, and you can just then.
All right, very cool.
I've also learned that if you put your hand on or put I have a shaky hand, right?
Yeah, you
Age is
complained
getting
about
to
that
me.
last time, so you needed to brace yourself somehow.
I brace it against the front hood of the car or the vehicle.
So let me ask you one other question. Did you ride alone or were you with somebody?
I rode alone.
Which means you had control over moving the thing.
I didn't move the thing.
Well, okay, you didn't move it. That's part of being in control of it, right? Because
I was in full control to go, I know exactly where I want to be, and this is exactly where I want to be.
So let me ask you this, when you face the car forward, the older Buzz would start to kind of just slide one way or another, even if you weren't touching it. It wouldn't continue to face forward. Did it continue to face forward?
So you're just forward. It was fine. Yeah. And
so
look, the old way, you would have to turn your cart to on the blasters because they were stuck on the vehicle front.
Exactly.
Now, because
when you did that, you screwed up the other person you were with.
Yeah. So now that you hold your blaster, you don't need to turn and waste your time doing that. You can just there's still issues. You still have to get the front, but it's how you pull the trigger and how you do it. Look, this is not going to be an easy thing for kids to learn how to do right away. This is a multiple ride.
We're lucky to live here, buddy. That's exactly
right. But the thing is we live here and we can do that. It's those people that are coming here for a family vacation that are not going to get that experience.
Right. So the photo pass was up and running.
Yeah.
Which gives you your score on the photo when you tap and you get a copy of it?
It does. This is the second greatest thing about this upgrade is the new photo pass they take on the ride is at the end. And what it does is it tells you how many targets you hit. It tells me how many special targets, bonus targets you hit. And then it tells you at the end what your score is and what your rank is.
That's cool.
There's no more lying anymore, people. You can't just be like, I was Galactic Star Commander.
I was Galactic Hero. Can I have my button?
And you're like, no, you were not. Show me pictures. And I'm like, so I ended up with 935,000.
You were darn close. Yeah.
And it was heartbreaking to get that close and not go. And I was like, I'm not doing it again. I'm good.
But
so yeah,
I would have done it again.
Is it a better upgrade? It's a good upgrade. It's great. Families are going to love this.
Yes.
I just still, Sam, I can't get over this feeling of, was it worth throwing this amount of money at something like that when other things could have been done? Was Elsa and Anna really needed to be upgraded? Sure. And I come down to, these are things that need to be upgraded over time anyway.
Yes.
You have to keep the park in perfect condition, perfect working condition, always new, always something. On those ends, yes, those are good reasons, but there's other things that could have been done.
I'm okay with this because of the moving the gun and now having two different color blasters. I'm good with it. I can't wait to ride it with the family. It's going to be fun, and I hope that I can score more than my family does. That's all that I care about.
I'll give you all the tips and tricks, and
they're the same as they used to be. I might be all right with it
until they change them.
Until they switch them,
because they can.
Been told they can change the scoring and what scores what,
whatever they want, and then you're going to go in next time and be like, I only got 150,000. I suck.
Yeah, exactly. There is press pennies in the gift shop. The gift shop is still when you exit, I assume.
Same exit, same everything. Photo pass wall is the same. Everything's the same. Zerg is in there still, behind bars. I think there is a new photo pass spot inside there.
Okay.
But
there's
not
press
much.
Pennies, which I thought were new, but you're telling me they're not.
No, they're the same. Look, it's Toy Story. You could have those anywhere.
Yeah, they are. There's nothing on it that says, well, no, there's one here that says Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, but it doesn't look like it's any different than it used to be.
Yeah.
So one of the 8 pressed pennies is Space Ranger Spin. The other ones are just Toy Story with Walt Disney World on it.
And with Toy Story 5 coming along.
Yeah.
Speaking of Toy Story 5 coming along.
Dude, that's another reason why this was pushed to get done when it did.
Yeah, and did it need it? I'm sure it did, and it's good. Families are gonna like this. It's gonna draw in crowds. People are going to enjoy this. The
That's right.
kids are gonna go nuts over it, just like they do Toy Story Mania. So
Yep.
I'm looking at it in a reviewer's spot, but I can also look at it as a father who would bring his kids on.
Oh, I'm doing that every day.
Right.
All right. You mentioned last week, while you were at the Magic Kingdom, you noticed some tracks in the moats.
I did.
You did. And I asked you to get some images of them, and you shared those earlier in the week. Thank you very much. And I went and did some homework because I sort of kind of knew what they were from. And it turns out that I was right. But anyway, I took one of the image you took, went to do some research, and attempted to map over top of this image of the empty moat with an image from the late 1970s that shows a swan boat and its loading / unload station right near Cosmic Rays. I don't know what it was called back then. I should have figured that out. But this was the load station for the swan boats.
You blew my mind when you showed me this.
These things were a D ticket, believe it or not, Greg, when they started. Not an E ticket, but a D ticket. They ran from 73 until 83.
Okay.
And I have another image of these because you took another image of the looking back towards the castle. And the only thing I can map is looking underneath the moat to the castle. Yeah. That's where the boats would go underneath, which is really cool if you think about it. And this is how that image looks with one of the swan boats coming towards you.
Yeah, that's a great image right there. Like there you get the idea that, oh, there was actual boats with swans on the front of it.
There was stuff
around the hub
here. There's a bigger image of that, which, by the way, kudos to wherever I found these in my Google search. I think it was yesterday, but so that's the loading platform, and that's one of the boats, and you can see the second one behind it. They were seasonal for a little while. There were some struggles with them, primarily because of the ride system. So let me keep going here.
Yeah.
First, this is the original attraction poster, by the way, the swan boats.
I love that.
Explore the Magic Kingdom nice and slow. Board in Tomorrowland. That's where the entrance was. When you look at some of these other images on the right-hand side, this is the construction of that track that we just talked about. And if you look at it, it looks like a couple of wires, which it was, because the image on the left, you can see that it's tethered. The front of the swan boat is tethered to that track underneath, and the track was electric and it pulled the swan boat around. The way that it went was you loaded it in Tomorrowland, was the load and offload. It went through the hub into Adventureland by Tom Sawyer Island and then came back under the castle in a complete circle loop.
What's great is you can see, if you still go into the park today,
look at the blue turrets on that castle, by the way. It looks kind of looks like what they're getting us to.
Very familiar. If you look over towards Adventureland, you can see that there's an overgrown area where the boats used to go. So it's like, that used to be able to circle it back around.
Yes.
Or was there like a place for it to U-turn or something in that area?
No, it was a circle.
Yeah.
It was a single circle. There was no U-turn. You got on it. It went around the circle. I meant to get an aerial view because you can kind of trace it. But the problem is when the hub expansion happened in 2015, pretty much everything about it was gone or eliminated.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised that you could still see some of the tracks, because you can see on some of the other images where the tracks have been put, that you can see where the new hub has taken over.
Yes, because the tracks kind of go under it. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I can imagine that. So here's another one. This is an image from a postcard.
Which I love
the way that it went when it was headed towards Adventureland. It would go underneath that the walkway, which today that walkway is part of the second ring of the hub.
Caleb, welcome tonight.
It's kind of cool.
That's the same. Okay, so Lily says that's the same boat she has seen elsewhere or somewhere.
That boat there, if you do some searching for it, and thanks for sharing that there, Greg. I can't see it based on my configuration.
Okay.
If you search for that boat, There are a couple of them out in the wild that people have acquired somehow, and they have them in personal collections.
Yeah.
And they have been seen on lakes in the Fort Lauderdale area. That's all I'm going to say. In the causeways and canals. Another cool part here, Greg, is the boats lasted from 73-ish until 83-ish. There's some conflicting reports on exactly when it started. But what I remember were the load unload area, which was part of the Rose Garden until 2014, 2013, when they were removed for the hub expansion. So these things were there a long time, and that was the load unload area. And you could tell that it's straight across from cosmic rays in these images.
Which is crazy. Like, I do not remember ever seeing that building there, which is weird.
It looks like the popcorn cart that's up on either side of the hub. They look exactly the same.
What it looks like.
The same Victorian architecture.
I try and think back to like when I remember visiting in '83, and I don't remember seeing these boats. I remember hanging out.
August of '83 they stopped. So if you and they were seasonal only then. So I don't know when they were.
It was probably the.
Which I should go back to seasonal. By the way, Greg and I are both going to post about this. The electrical system that I talked about that would pull the boat across. It didn't last all that long, so they ended up needing to retrofit those boats with propulsion, but they were still attached to the track underneath. So a lot like the Jungle Cruise, where the operator make it go forward and backward, but they really weren't turning it. It was attached to a track underneath it.
Yeah, I just thought this was really interesting, especially for the history of Disney World. And it's not that you get to see underneath the moat very often, unless they are doing
and it's not just under the boat, Greg. It's under the muck that was under the.
It's under the muck, and I think I remember like when they first drained it. It was like, look at how many cell phones and magic bands and all that stuff.
I was with you.
And then they clean it, and you're like, what are these tracks, right? So I couldn't have seen that except for 5 years ago when they did it the last time.
Right, that's exactly right.
So and now, a lot of 5 years later, you and I can now go, hey, in 5 years when we repaint it for the what are we going to be on the
60?
60? Yeah. Wow. We're going to be at 60. Dude. There. Oh, that snuck up quickly.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
that one hurts.
Like real life right there, brother.
Yeah.
So in this image, also from Yesterland, thank you guys very much. The image on the left is from 2013. That was one of the last years that the dock was still there. They did some character greetings down there. They had some special events that would take place. It's a place that you could rent and watch fireworks from. It was one of those kind of locations. But with the hub expansion, it disappeared in 2014.
Yeah.
The image on the right is from 2015, where it's gone, but you can see exactly where it was. The walkway still there.
Right.
Still and then another image is from the hub looking at Tomorrowland. So the one
we're looking at Casey's, and is that Casey's over there? Or no, we're looking across.
You're looking across to the
not Casey's.
The fireworks viewing area. What's that called? Yeah. The plaza, the
terrace.
The terrace. Yeah, that's the terrace. So and that's where the boat would go underneath there. Right, when it was leaving Adventureland after it went around.
Right. So, okay. So yes. I wish the picture was a little wider, because was the dragon there, the topiary dragon, breathing smoke back then?
That's a great question, and I don't know the answer in it, but you got me some more homework, dude. And then on the right is the hub expansion in 2015. So that entire thing disappeared.
Right.
Now, in my homework, we'll keep talking about this, but in my homework, I found the video from Widen Your World. So thank you very much for that. But this is his video of a ride on one of those swan boats, which I think is really cool.
I love the woodwork, because that was woodworking back then, right?
Absolutely was. And that was individual. That absolutely. And when you watch some of this video, which by the way, it bounces around a little bit, but there's some 70s styles included here too, right? So I don't know when this was taken, but it reminds me of the Storybook Canal boats and the way it's set up, where the ride operator is, that kind of thing.
I agree with you on that. Like, and I think you and I were very adamant about going on Storybook Canal when we were out there 2 years ago.
Yes.
And it was just like, I need to go on. First off, I needed to go on because I need to see the Godzilla ducks.
We're getting additions to that. When we're out there this year, we'll have a little different. But look, you can see the Penny Arcade from there. It went that far towards Main Street. And
I remember when it was still an arcade.
Absolutely, yes. This is early. This is probably mid to late 70s. Winnie the Pooh was not meeting characters there.
No.
That might answer your question. Is that where the Swan would have been? That looked like 10 years of Walt Disney World. So this would have been 1981. That was the 10-year logo. That dates this video for sure, 1981.
That's amazing.
That's 81? Crystal Palace.
Yeah, I love that you were going underneath it. And look, so this is the area that is you can't really see behind anymore because it's so overgrown.
Yeah, this is back by Adventureland. That's the treehouse.
Yeah. See, I love that somebody had the know-with-all to record this back then.
Yeah, I love that too. We'll send a thank you to the operator of the channel, but it's kind of cool. And then you're coming back around.
Right, is that Jungle?
Is that Jungle Cruise load area? I think that it is.
So that's oh, I see where you're coming in. Okay, I know exactly where you're at now. So you're actually
right
going
along
on the side of Jungle Cruise.
There's the tiki room right there.
What they filled in with the Pirate Quest with all that stuff now.
Yes, that and I think there might have been some remote control boats back there for a little while, if you remember those.
Oh, you got me on that one. No, I don't remember that.
There were remote control boats back there that you could. They look like
Jungle I know exactly where I'm at now. Right.
Yep. You're coming around, and we'll go under the castle, finish our loop.
Yeah.
Going under the bridge to
Adventureland.
That is the treehouse.
Yep, you're looking back.
That's looking back behind us.
So now I know how that loops around, and that what they did was they cut it now because that's where they come in for certain events in between Pirates and Swiss Family Robinson.
Yep, and you can see here it's just that's
right.
All
there's the other side of it. So that layout now makes way more sense.
Yeah, check out the vines growing on the side of the castle.
Yeah. I do love that you could drive or you could boat underneath the drawbridge.
Yes, which is really cool.
Right. That's awesome.
Love it.
So I thought that was
Wonder Your World.
Wonder Your World. Thank you guys so much.
World,
Plaza Swan boats right through. I'm so happy that is
and that's your answer. The tracks were indeed part of the Swan boats. They ran from 73 to about 83, started electric, broke down a lot, ended up being seasonal, and ended up having to retrofit them. And if you really look, a couple of those boats are out there. I love to get my hands on one. I don't know where.
All right, let's switch up after us being dorks about
the ultimate Disney fan event, D23.
If you were lucky enough, if you were a charter member, or if you were a charter member of the Disney Visa, the Chase Disney Visa card.
I am a charter member of that.
Or if you're you could have bought tickets the other day. But Sam,
I'm going to look. I didn't know that was part of it.
They're sold out, and you had to buy 2 tickets, and they had to be the $1,000 tickets.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Moving on.
So
today, tickets went on sale for charter member D23, and they were given a good amount of tickets to buy. But apparently it went really smooth. So we're going to talk about how the new process is going to work. We're going to talk about the dates. We're going to talk a little bit about what we know going on for the first week and the week surrounding it. And then a few of what we know is going on the show floor.
Yes, and I'll let you touch on that. But let's start with the event itself is August 14th to the 16th. But there are things going on the entire week before it. So I figured we should at least talk to those. One is already sold out. August the 8th, the Walt Disney Archives is presenting Capturing Life Creating Character, which is all about live action modeling. That is happening in, I don't know how to say it, Museo, California, Anaheim?
Sure.
At the Museo Museum. It's in Anaheim. It's sold out. I'm not going to make that. There's another event, Greg, on August the 11th. This is D23 night at the Anaheim Packing District.
Yeah, they're going to have food trucks and so much more going on that night.
Food trucks, DJs, Disney trivia. You can purchase a world ticket for tastes of all these eats from the different trucks. That's great. Sounds cool. The 12th is D23 night at Angel Stadium.
Yeah, you and I were just talking about if the right team was playing against the Angels, we would have gone.
Yeah, if I'm there, I'm going to be in Disneyland because I'm not out there. No,
right.
It is what it is. I am looking at the giveaway. It's a Mickey Mouse bobblehead, D23.
I don't collect bobbleheads, so yeah. I just like baseball.
I understand. Last year it was a Sorcerer's Mickey giveaway that they had.
Yes.
Which looked pretty cool. Now, what will be cool on the 13th, Friday the 30th. No, it's Thursday the 13th.
Thursday the 12th.
It is D23 Day at Disneyland Resort. You and I made it for this last year.
Right, and then this year again is going to have the Disney Legend Cavalcade. You can get a new Mickey Mouse ear hat that has the D23 on it. Last year they had different colored churros and balloons, and then special character meet and greets were going out throughout the whole day. Yes. We were able to catch the parade. We caught the cavalcade. We caught some special characters. When we walked in that morning, you and I walked into Fantasyland, and what was it like? The band, it was Mary Poppins and Bert and a bunch of other people riding the
Pearly
carousel
Band
together. Yeah,
the Pearly Band. Yeah, absolutely. I just posted another Pearly Band video over at Sam's Disney Diary.
Yeah, so it's a special day over there. It's long. Over at Disney California Adventure, they are going to have a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Live is making its return over there. Disney Junior characters are going to be there. Fun photo ops. It's a whole day over there to celebrate D23.
It's both parks. It's D23.
And really if you're looking to see some Disney celebrities, that's the day to go. If you're looking to see some of the big wigs, like Michael Vargo is normally there. Last time on Main Street, we ran into Josh DeMauro. He was hanging out.
We did.
And we got to see
in charge of the parks. Who knew he'd be the CEO in 2 years?
Yeah. So I think we all got pictures with him last time.
Yeah, which was really cool. I will also say that I'm hoping for one experience, Greg, and that's the Paint the Night Parade. Tell me that's going to be going on, because I can't wait to see that again. One of my
Strawberry Field Fairy is wondering where your chat is.
Where I'm what?
Where your chat is. Your chat. You turned your chat off tonight.
I didn't turn it off. I just couldn't see it. Now I can see it.
See,
I'm there. I got a Strawberry. It's all good.
Yeah.
Tokyo Disney better than Disneyland Paris. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kate, thanks for being there. Love that. All right, let's get more into
the day.
The day.
So
the convention, the Anaheim Convention Center, the Honda Center, things are a little different. I'll let you take this, Greg, because there's so much happening.
There's so much. I mean, let's start at what we know, the showroom floors. This is what you're buying tickets
Lily
for,
remembers
right?
the remote control boats, by the way. Thank you.
Somebody does. Thank
Yeah, I love them. I remember.
Let's talk about the convention itself. They will have, of course, they're going to have bringing Storyteller to life. They're going to be returning latest Disney experiences, and Walt Disney Imagineering will have booths there. Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, hopefully will come back. National Geographic.
Star Wars has to.
Disney Plus and Hulu.
Well, it's
the
Lucasfilm,
Simpsons,
right?
Shopping products, so much more. New this year is going to be the Mundo Pixar, which is a D23 experience with apparently it's really a fun. I just noticed it was overseas, but it's like life-size sets of Pixar films.
Oh, that's cool. So ESPN, I can go under Andy's bed? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. ESPN and Road to Super Bowl is going to be there.
Of course.
What else? Bluey, Camp Rock 3, The Simpsons, and of course Disney displays of F1 with an actual Formula One car. But
that's
Sam,
cool.
let's talk a few things about last time at D23, right?
Yeah.
Things that really blew us away, and I'm going to mention one was Disney brought in the half of the set of The Void.
Yes.
Lucasfilms did.
Yes.
And it was one of the most amazing experiences I've ever witnessed in my life, where you got to go up on stage and they were able to superimpose you into the void. And it was really cool. Disney Weddings has a great booth that's set up over there. If you're into Lorcana, this year they're going to be doing like the opening round of their tournament is going to be held during D23.
That's kind of cool. Where did
There's
they do it right in their booth, Greg, or do they have a special room, or
I
what do
think
they
they're
do?
going to be setting up a special place for it because those things, that is a massive event
Oh,
anymore.
and they get serious about that. That's like the World Series of Poker when those guys are around the table playing poker. It's like
Exactly.
that.
And then there's so much else. I mean, look, there's so much going on around D23 that the ticket is worth it. Like if we looked at the prices this year, which we're going to get to in a moment, it's absolutely worth
Yeah.
it. But let's talk about individual days. Besides having panels all day long running Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they do run all day long, up until the time that they give you an hour and a half break at like 5 p.m. before the 7 p.m. start at the Honda Center, which is Friday night will be Disney Entertainment.
All the movies.
Saturday night will be Disney Experiences.
That's the one we can't wait to see.
And then Sunday, which I'm surprised about, is starting at 1:30 is the
I'm not happy
Disney's
with that at all.
Legends Award.
I'm not happy with that, Greg, at all, because that means you're going to miss a lot in the expo. Look, what we haven't seen yet are the breakout sessions that are happening right after the main stage. They'll
Good
do
evening,
things.
Goo. I don't know if
Goo,
it's
what's
Matt
up?
or
Those
Goo.
breakout sessions are absolutely why I'm there. The archive stage,
Mama
I
Goo.
absolutely love it. Some of the things that I've experienced, I can't take 3 hours to leave to go over to the Honda Center to watch the Legends Award, which is going to get broadcast anyway. I'm going to be in breakout sessions talking about Disneyland.
And let's talk about that Disney Legend Award, right? Disney's Legends Award is actually going to be aired on Disney Plus this year.
Okay, so I don't see a reason why I need to be over there for that.
No, and it just means I can get to Disneyland sooner that day because by 5 p.m. I don't have to worry about going out at nighttime.
So the last session starts at 5 p.m. And historically for me and what you've seen on the YouTube channel and the breakouts, some of the best breakouts I've ever been to are the 5 o'clock on the last day breakouts because nobody goes to them.
I agree.
They're the best stuff.
Do you have any of the breakouts that stood out to you last time?
Dude, I can't think of them off the top of my head. I should have because I get the years confused.
Right.
One of them was Disney and Pixar did that, which was a archives look at things that Pixar did for advertisements like the grapevine, right? Remember, heard it through the grapevine? That was Pixar before they did Toy Story. They did all these commercials before they become a big studio. And even looking at Disney did that. It's the Donald Duck orange juice and some of the things we know, but other things are just amazing to me.
Yeah, their archive sessions are amazing.
Legends in Conversation, which is like Bill Farmer on stage talking and just going into the things that he's done in the past. One was all about the Disney Family Museum, the Disney museums, including the Hometown Museum, the Family Museum,
Marceline,
and the
all that other
Museum.
Stuff. Yeah,
just blows my mind, those things, and I love it, and I record it, and I'm writing everything down, but some of them you're not allowed to record. Like the Haunted Mansion and all the details behind it and where the original concept art of the wallpaper and just things that blow your mind. But that's why I go.
We had great time last year. I do want to mention 2 or 3 standouts. One, I got to do the history of the fireworks displays or the nighttime entertainment things.
Yes,
that was
I sat through that one.
The Disney experiences Jolly Holiday when they
Jolly Holiday, which
to
was a tribute to Richard Sherman.
Man, that was not a dry eye in the house. That was in the smaller
Sam's
arena.
Diary. Yep, both of them.
Just another amazing one. But anyway, tickets.
Let me jump ahead here because I think that was coming. Let's talk through. All right, talk about Honda Center seating first because some things were different.
Yeah, we have different levels of Honda level seating.
Which means to translate different prices.
Different prices on different levels. So if you are a D23 Gold member, you can go and get that. And there's the 400 side view, which are being sold to 1-day individual tickets.
I'm going to jump to that screen here, Greg.
Okay.
There we go.
Right. So you can see it's $99 and you get the side view, which is in the 400 level, which I wish they were selling them regularly because that's actually a great seat. If you want to sit in the top of the place, they're calling that the 400 level. That is $327. If you want to sit in the front 5 rows, I believe, of the 400 level, that is $477. If you want to be in section 200, which is the lower bowl, that is
It's
$957.
after taxes and fees. Yeah,
taxes and fees, not including the $16 service fee.
it's basically
it also gives you 3 days.
And 1,000.
You're right, and it gives you the 3 days to the convention itself also. So and then they're going to have obviously single days. So go back to the arena shot, right? It looks like if you're in the 400 level, all the way in the back up top, that you're going to be really far away. You're not. We have been in that arena. It is actually, with how many screens that D23 puts up and how the presentation is, you're not that far away from anything.
Yep.
And you're still in the room. You're still watching it happen. You're still surprised with everybody else. There's really not a bad ticket in the house.
There is a buzz for the movies and the parks panel. Like when they introduce, look, at some point they're going to be pulling Filoni on stage as Disney's the brand new lead of Lucasfilm, and the place is going to go nuts, and everybody's going to not be able to wait for what they're going to talk about. That's going to be great.
It's great to watch. It's great to be part of that.
It is.
Yeah. So, I mean, look, there's your tickets.
I think I've got more here too. Ticket options. This is just a different way.
You have your D23 Ultimate Fan Pass and you have individual days, right? So you have single day, you have 3-day pass, which is $297. Then you have a fan pass, which gives you ticket to the day and the event at nighttime.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If you're only there one day, you can buy that one day. Yeah.
Right. Sense. And so you can see there's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then you have the D23 Ultimate Fan Pass. Multiple levels of that, and then you have the ultimate preferred fan pass, and the difference is you get better seating and you get RSPs for the pin events.
That was going to be my question. What is an RSP?
Yeah, it's your pin reservation, so you can go in and buy.
Yeah, it's got to do with pins.
It's all about pins, baby. All those pin people. Because if you watch D23 down here, it was all about pins. Like,
can they fix the way they pick them up at Destination? Destination D23 was a joke when it came to pins and picking up pins. It was
that's where all the crowds are going to be. That's why they're selling afternoon tickets this time.
Well, but can't you just? I don't know. You have to register to get your lanyard to get into things. If I pre-purchased 5 pins, can't you just give me the pins with my lanyard when I check in?
I don't. Who knows? I don't know. I have problems with how they ran it at D20. Look, they changed how the tickets are going on sale. They changed that. Maybe they will change how the pins are taken care of. But again, if you go into the convention itself, that's part of the kinetic energy, all the people waiting in separate lines and stuff. So how much do they really want to change? Because it would change the feeling of the convention.
Yeah. Let's jump over to the Legends Award real quick if we can.
Because
we've got an announcement of all of the Disney Legends. Well, we got a little bit of time, but I got a couple other things I want to cover. The 2026 honorees have been named. I was confused at first. I thought Ryan Seacrest was one of the honorees, but he's not. He's just hosting the thing again, as he has always done.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say always, but recently done. All of these names, I mean, deserve to be there. There was one that I did a double take on, like, wait a minute. But, dude, Chris Berman, I'm so awesome that an ESPN anchor, the man, back. I love this guy. Yes, Disney legend all day long.
Chris Berman definitely belongs in there. Jerry Bruckheimer, Susan Egan, which, by the way, Susan Egan just liked a post I did the other day. I was like, that's
phenomenal.
You.
She was the
Eric Goldberg. I have nothing but respect. Anne Hathaway. I mean, Devil Wears Prada
Goldberg, come on, go back to Eric Goldberg. That is phenomenal. I mean, animation, hand-drawn animator. He's going to be part of Off the Page. Olaf is going to introduce him. He's going to animate the genie. That's who he animated.
Yep.
Boom.
Kim Irvine is another big one. Obviously, Bob Iger, of course.
Bob Iger, that's an easy one.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Yeah.
I don't see The Rock there. It just says Dwayne Johnson. I don't see The Rock.
I am still a WWE fan. So
I get it.
The Jonas Brothers, of course. Right. They put in, you had to put in Hannah Montana last time, or Miley Cyrus. The Jonas Brothers were just next.
And I'm sure there's going to be a 20th anniversary thing for them next year.
But right. Lin-Manuel Miranda.
These guys never went away.
I remember in 2022 when Encanto had just come out and he was doing the round still for Encanto.
Yes.
With all that he has done, he deserves it. Alan Tudyk, I know. Oh, right. Anne Hathaway was from the Princess Diaries.
Yes. Yes.
Jonas Brothers, obviously. Oh, Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk,
So
right?
that's the one that I had to look at twice because I'm like, wait a minute, he was K2SO in Rogue One, but what else did he do? And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute, holy cow, he did all that?
Oh, he has been in everything. Let's just go through the past few years, right?
Okay.
Zootopia, Superman, Moana 2, Wish, Once Upon a Studio, Peter Pan and Wendy, Strange World, Disenchanted, Encanto, Playing God, Raya and the Last Dragon, Eat Wheaties, Frozen 2, Aladdin, Ralph Breaks the Internet, Deadpool 2, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story, Moana, Zootopia, Maze Runner, Big Hero 6, Frozen, 42, Wreck-It Ralph, Ice Age. It goes back, Transformers, Ballad of G.I. Joe, Astro Boy, Knocked Up, Ice Age again, iRobot.
I mean, a lot of those things I did not know or I wasn't aware of.
Because he is the ultimate voice actor for Disney.
Well, the voice actor that does everything from King Candy to Hey Hey, come on.
My stars. Look at him. I love King Candy. I can do King Candy all day long. Not only that, but he was a giant rooster in Moana. How do you go from playing
the giant
King
rooster?
Candy
No, he was Hey Hey. He was a little rooster.
I mean, if you want to call it little, you can call it little. I like to think of it as larger.
Okay.
Moving on.
Legends Ceremony. My only beef with this, well, number one, if you can watch it live on Disney Plus, that is awesome. Anybody can watch this. Mark your calendars. I would rather be in the expo hall looking at what the conventioneers have, going to breakout sessions. I will probably miss the Legends Ceremony, but I will not miss the parks panel or the the movies panel.
Right.
Absolutely not. The only other thing I have is, well, I got two things. One, the Easter parades. Don't forget those. I think last year you and I looked at an Easter parade.
We did, man. We need to do our Joan Rivers and Martha Quinn. Not Joan Rivers. What's his name? What's her name? Joan Hart?
No.
Who was always the host?
No.
Mary
Regis
Steenburgen?
Philbin.
I don't know. Yeah. And Regis Philbin and Jessica Tandy.
No.
Was she in Avatar?
King Candy.
Alan Tudyk?
No.
This is why you hate me.
Joan London.
Joan Rivers. Joan
London and Alan Thicke, and Regis was the field reporter from most of these things.
Joan London, thank you.
She
knows exactly what you're going through right now when I talk.
Yeah, I know.
I just start randomly naming people.
I have to remove that from the stage because I want to add something different. Oh, hold on, remove.
All right. Anyway, Easter parades.
Hold on. Don't give me that anyway. We need to
anyway
time
advertising for you. Don't give me that anyway stuff. Don't make me do King Candy anymore or talk about my hey.
All right, here we go. I figured it out. All right. It is Disney Madness time. Now look, we're live on Tuesday, not on Wednesday, so I don't have voting open for the next round until tomorrow, but make sure you go to DisneyMadness.com or FantasylandNews.com. You'll see the bracket up in the top. Disney Madness, same at Sam's Disney Diary. I wanted to at least talk to some of our matchups that we have happening. No ties this time, Greg.
No ties.
That's good. No ties. So going from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8, we're going to have the Jungle Book in a huge upset over the Lion King.
Yeah, look at that.
The Jungle Book versus Big Hero 6. Someone was out to get the Lion King here. So that's two of your Elite 8. Interesting matchup. Big Hero 6,
that's great.
Jungle Book.
Yeah.
That's you rallying the troops against it.
I will admit something at the end of this, though.
In our next
wrong.
vote, well, the same thing happened here because Aladdin, number 3, gets upset by Robin Hood. Robin Hood moves on along with the Sword in the Stone, taking out the Little Mermaid. Somewhere somebody is trying to take down these animated classics.
Not take down animated classics. You're almost there, though.
Next bracket, we are going to have Alice in Wonderland versus the
that's
Many
a
Adventures
classic.
of Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland over 101 Dalmatians. That was a toss-up. When you look at it, it was 24 seed versus 28. So those are close anyway. So I don't have a problem with that. Winnie the Pooh takes out Zootopia.
Yeah,
so that's definitely
that one's
It's going to be an interesting lead up, especially with Frozen taking out Beauty and the Beast. We lost the number 1, the number 2, the number 3 seed in this round.
Yeah,
all
that's
upset,
tough.
knocked out. But Frozen over Beauty and the Beast, that's a tough one.
That's tough.
You're sitting with, I think it's generational. You're in a room, you can watch one of these 2 movies. Which one are you going to watch? There's not a wrong answer at all.
Right.
Moana takes out Lady and the Tramp. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
We are down to our Elite 8, Greg.
You notice what's not more, Sam, right?
I'm sorry?
You notice what's not there anymore.
What is not there anymore?
A Disney princess movie.
Oh. I guess I did not notice that, but is that the...
There was a concerted effort on somebody's part
to knock out the princesses.
The Little Mermaid and a few others, because, you know, those princesses get on their high horses and they win every year. But look, if you look at it, Anna and Elsa are not princesses. They are royalty. And Elsa kind of advocates, she quits. I Porky Pigged that one, didn't I?
I get it. So go vote, please.
Go vote, man.
Look,
I rallied the troops. Holly rallied the troops. We got a lot of people to vote against The Little Mermaid because we're going to see enough of Jodie Benson at D23.
Or is Susan Egan going to be? No, she's a legend.
So no, come on.
Next year.
Excuse me. Jodie Benson is the Disney, the ambassador.
The ambassador.
Disney
the
ambassador.
D23 fan ambassador.
That's fan ambassador. That's
what they call her destination. That is
so true. She will be there no matter what. So of course, you know, not in my bracket anymore.
And with that,
but that's the fun of this. You get a bunch of people to vote. Like, you're only allowed a certain amount of votes, so it wasn't me sitting there every single day spamming it. I got other stuff to do. But
I got other people.
Other than that, man, listen, we'll talk for a few minutes about other stuff. We are
whatever else is going on. But I think I like this format. Hopefully everybody did focus on 3 things. I love the history segment.
Yeah. But... hey, next week or following week, we are going to be joined by and kind of change up 1 or 2 things and add a little Hallmark information because
what's a Hallmark?
Hallmark Channel.
Oh,
yeah. We'll talk about that because Holly is working with Hallmark now, doing some stuff.
Cool.
So congratulations to her. She will have a few more interviews out with some of the Hallmark Channel stars and all the information, and she will keep all of us up to date, all leading up to the big Disney Parks Hallmark Channel crossover event that happens this Christmas coming up. So we're going to start our lead off with that coming up in probably a week or 2 when we figure out the format to get Holly on the air so we can have a woman's voice around here for once on why she hates Disney princesses and wanted me to vote out all of the Disney princesses.
Oh, it was her idea?
Sam, it was her idea. I'm throwing her under the bus. It was 100% her idea. Super Mario Galaxy movie is due out at midnight tonight. It's the first time we're seeing midnight movies back.
12:01. I was told by my local theater, 12:01. Not midnight, 12:01.
12:01. You got to have a ticket to see it. And the popcorn buckets are all available. So if you are into the popcorn buckets,
get your Yoshi.
Get your Yoshi, get your Lumas, get your
world record setter.
World record setting mini popcorn bucket, Bowser Cauldron, which looks awesome. There's so much going on at once, man. And then we have a busy week ahead. But we'll see you again next Wednesday. I do believe we're going to be on our normal time.
Yep, we'll be back to Wednesday next week. It's just a busy week.
You can always get Sam at samsdisneydiary.com or Sam's Disney Daily on Instagram, or of course YouTube, where all those Easter parades, trust me, Sam has got Easter parades, man. If you are sitting there at home on Easter and you need a dose of Disney, I am not kidding. Sam's Easter stuff.
Playlist, man. Hit the
is
playlist.
amazing. Absolutely amazing. Please go check that out this Easter. Share it with your family and friends. They want to see a parade and feel like they did back in 1984 with
That's why I do it.
Joan Cusack and Larry Bird doing the announcements.
Joan London and Regis Philbin and Alan Thicke.
There we go. And you can get me at fantasylandnews.com. There you go. Bingo, bango, boom, and a line.
We will see you next week, Wednesday night. Once again, thanks for joining us. Congaloosh.